Our first parting is the triangle part. You're going to have 3 corners for this. The first 2 are up near your temples, and the last one is in the back center of your head. So start out by putting one finger up at one temple and one in that back corner, and slide the front finger to the back, and you've got your first side of your triangle. Then go ahead and put your finger in the same little place in the back, and go to your other temple, drag that finger back to meet the center point in the back of your head, and you've got the other side of your triangle. Then secure your hair with an elastic, and that completes your triangle section. I have to say this one is my favorite because I think it's the most unique, and it gives you some hair around your ears in case you want to cover them up as well. And now for the rectangle section. You're going to take your fingers up at your temples again and go straight back. When you've gone back as far as you want to, turn your fingers and then bring your fingers together. And then you've got your rectangle section. You can go ahead and secure it with an elastic and then go on to do your favorite bun with this one. I like this parting because it's easier than the triangle parting, but it also leaves you with some hair around your face to play with if you want. For the final part, I'm calling this one the Ariana because it just looks like Ariana Grande. Start by sweeping your hair back and position your fingers right over your ears and take them straight up until they meet in the back, kind of at the apex of your head, so the highest point of your head. Then pull the hair all together and secure it with an elastic. This parting is great, and it's the one that you see most often with half top knots, but remember that you can pair any of these 3 partings with any of the buns in this tutorial. So our first bun is the ever classic messy bun. It's so great and so easy. All you gotta do is just kind of grab handfuls of hair and pull them on top of your elastic until you've got your hair all kind of huddled together there, so it's like a pile of hair on top of your head. Then take your elastic and wrap it around the base of that little pile of hair, and once that's done, you'll see that it looks rather messy and maybe too voluminous. At least it did for me. It's a little wild. So I took some of those crazy pieces and pulled them down to the side so they wouldn't be quite as nuts, and then just added a couple bobby pins to hold everything in place. I only needed 2 bobby pins, but you can always use as many as you feel are necessary. And once you feel like it's secure, you're done. Now, of course, the messy bun is great because it's quick, it's kind of a classic, and honestly, it's really understated, so it's a nice quiet way to wear this hairstyle. And now for the chignon. Now when you go to put your elastic in your hair, don't pull it through the very last time. Instead, what you're gonna do is only pull it part of the way through so you have a little loop. And you're gonna pull as much hair through to make as big of a chignon as you want it to be. So if you want a little one, just pull a little bit of hair through. And then if you want a bigger one, of course you pull more hair through. So play with it until you get it to the size that you want it to be. And then you're going to wrap your hair around the base so that you cover the elastic. Now, if you have shorter hair or shorter layers than I do, this might be a little bit easier for you because I had a lot of hair to wrap around. But once you get all that done, you're just going to pin it into the base so that everything stays in place, and then we're going to pin the chignon down. So it's basically like a little tunnel. So you stick your hand into one side of the tunnel and pin it down on the inside, and then you do the same thing on the other side. And it's okay because the pin isn't going to show, so you don't have to worry about being all discreet or anything. Just as long as you're pinning inside of the tunnel, you'll be totally fine. Then once that's done, you are completely done with this hairstyle. I actually saw Zoella do this in one of her videos, and I thought it was kind of cute, so I thought I would show you guys how to do it as well. And now for our messy fishtail bun. I'm actually going to use my fingers to backcomb really gently just to add a bit of volume at the very base of the bun. So you can do this as much as you want. I just did a little bit, and then I smoothed out the last half of my hair so that I could fishtail braid it. So I just fishtail braided the last half of the hair so that it would be kind of a mixed texture in the bun. I thought that would look really cool. But if that's not your thing, you can fishtail braid the entire thing if you want to, and that would look good as well. Then I pulled it apart to add some volume and wrapped it around so that the fishtail braid ended up in front. And of course, I tucked the end of the braid underneath the bun so that you wouldn't be able to see it poking out anywhere. Then you just add as many bobby pins as you need to for it to feel secure, and you are done. Now this next bun is ridiculously easy. Basically, you're going to be putting your elastic into your hair, and then on the last loop of the elastic, just pull part of the hair through. And just like in the chignon, you just pull as much hair through as you want to have in the loop. So if you want small, only do a little bit. If you want it bigger, do a little bit more, just depending on what you like. Then pull it apart, and that's done for the bun. But then to loosen up the front, I'm sticking my fingers in, pulling them together and pulling the hair forward. And that just kind of loosens up the hair around the face as well. And that's it for that bun. For our final bun, we just have a nice, easy wraparound bun. So what you're gonna do is take the tail of your hair and only twist it once or twice, so very minimal twisting, but then you're going to wrap it into the shape of a bun. And because you're not twisting it, it makes it look a lot more loose and effortless while still looking a little bit more polished than a messy bun. Then you want to tuck the ends underneath the bun and pin it in place until it feels secure. Then you are done with this bun. And that's it for today's tutorial. I have been loving the half top knot trend, and now you know 3 different partings and 5 different buns that you can wear, so it's a total of 15 different ways you can wear a half top knot. You're welcome. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I love you guys so much, and I'm gonna see you guys on Friday with my next video. See you then. Mwah. Bye.